stuff that they can shoot. Now they have stuff that can affect your eyesight. All this crazy stuff that's just unbelievable. They naked body scan you at the airports. They grope you. They pass a law that says that anybody can be that if we just think you're a terrorist, the president can just say you're a terrorist and take you away forever, or that you're a threat to the country. You're a threat to what? A threat to what? Freedom and liberty, and wanting to expose that criminals have hijacked our government. I mean, I could just keep going. What do you mean? Keep going. They just keep passing legislation over and over again that continues to tax the people and making it harder for you to just do anything legally. I mean, they reduce the amount of alcohol that you can intake. They crack down. They put they choose when to enforce these laws, and when they do, they get, well, we got 900 speeding tickets and all of that, and then they announce it on the holidays like it's supposed to be some sort of a good thing. I mean, don't you get it, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it's like, well, it is a good thing. They were speeding, they were doing. Well, where does it say that we have to police the people to keep them safe? Going to that own state, that own part. They have been planning this for years. You think in 1945 the laws were the same way? Do you think so? Everybody knows. How do you think things happen? What used to happen if somebody had a couple of too many beers? Oh, and he was a local cop in a local town, and he, instead of now, God forbid, people have their .9, they drive down East Main Street here in Torrington from a bar to their house a quarter of a mile away. They get pulled over and they blow a .9. They got all sorts of problems. Where 50 years ago, the local cop, everybody knew, and they instead of fearing cops like we do now, everybody, I don't care what you tell me, who you say, don't you fear people fear law enforcement. They don't feel comfortable if a cop pulls you over, or if you see a police officer. You might smile and say, but you feel uncomfortable. Why do you feel uncomfortable? Because it's not, because you have an instinctive knowledge deep inside that something's not right. That's right. And that's really, really says a lot about society. Because 50 years ago, unless you were really a criminal, you wouldn't worry. Cops were, the local guy, they would give he would be the guy, everybody would knew the cop on the beat or whatever it was. And it doesn't matter where you lived. In New York City, it was the same way. And it was just people would just have a good relationship with law enforcement in their local communities, whereas now they're just like they're predators out to get you and hurt you and put you in jail and fine you instead of keep you safe. And keep you safe doesn't mean policing you or putting restrictions on you. I'm digressing. But these criminal corporations are collectivizing, and they're clamping down, they intentionally are clamping down this police state activity, because when the financial collapse occurs, I mean, it's going to be bedlam. It's going to be bedlam, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope everyone prepares for it. They're making it illegal for you to store food. Again, going back to my list of things, wake up, people, okay? They think you're a terrorist if you want to store food. So if you call eFoods Direct and buy some food from them, okay, you're on a list. So that you have 6 months of supplies, God forbid, you're a terrorist potentially? No, they want to know who you are so they can confiscate it so that they still can enslave you. And then look, I don't even know how else to put this. It's real. Take the time to investigate that this stuff is all real, that they are working towards a one world dictatorial government that will take away all the rights and things that we love. And it's happening, and all these laws are passed, S510, making it illegal to grow a tomato and share a tomato in times. All they have to say, it's a time of crisis, and everything, your rights are gone. A new constitution will be drafted, Rex 84. Okay, not Rex 84, excuse me, that was the beginning of this whole FEMA camp thing. The National Security Act, okay? The National Security Act where everything the guy says is classified, worse than your most horrible nightmares. Birthing centers being set up, and a new constitution will be drafted by classified. Okay, this is our government. All right, I don't trust them. You want to trust them? You want to be a sheep, and you want to go to the slaughter, and you want to say, listen, I don't care. Listen, there's a pandemic, or there's a terrorist attack, or whatever nightmarish scenario ever occurs in the name of liberty, you leave me alone. I don't want your help. I don't want your help. You're not going to force me to help you. And that's what they do. They force their help on you. They'll force you into that FEMA camp. And if you don't go, boy, you're a terrorist. You're an outcast. You're a rebel, whatever, and they'll demonize you. This isn't crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely sane. I'm of sound mind and body. This is happening. And nobody's paying attention. They're watching football. And singing contests. All right. Very important thing. Vinny, Be the Truth, and I are going to be covering vaccines again. We have so much information. We did a 2-hour show last Saturday on the truth, exposing the truth about vaccines, and we only got literally through about a quarter of it. It might even take the whole weekend to get through it, but I'm certainly going to get through it. There's so much important information. I have testimonials and information from 89 doctors, documented, 89 doctors, about the dangers of vaccines. Signatories to the Vaccination Council that are signatories that these are dangerous to people and to kids. That it's an out of control situation, and we're going to be covering that in detail Friday from 1 to 3. You can tune in live here on livestream.com/Truth Talk News. And of course, the show is broadcast worldwide here and worldwide at nform.com, nformradio.com. Please tune in. It's an important show, and I'll be posting this and other events periodically when I find them to be important. But I mean, this is just important, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how else to put it. We have to understand that there's a tremendous attack upon us. It's a stealth attack, and it's like we're being bombarded. We're being bombarded by the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the drugs that they give us to take legally. That then they demonize. They bring in illegal drugs and arrest their competition and sell the drugs and work in concert, and then launder the drug money through Wells Fargo and Wachovia Bank and like $380 billion and get a small little fine when they get caught. I mean, this is criminal! Tune in. We Are Change, 1 to 3, and this Friday, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time, and 3 to 5 p.m. on Saturday. God bless you and have a good night.
We Are Change with host Howard Nima, exposing the collectivist global elite's Malthusian quest for a new world order. A one-world dictatorial government where all aspects of human life are under their control. Truth Talk Radio, where news the mainstream media ignores is the top story and your voice is heard. We Are Change, Fridays from 1 to 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by Howard Nima. Only on informedradio.com. That's NFORMD radio.com. Tune in, call in. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. We Are Change with Howard Nima. Every Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. and every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only on NFORMDradio.com. That's We Are Change with Howard Nima. Fridays, 1 to 3 p.m. and Saturdays, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only on InformedRadio.com.